What, Roy? My streaming, yes.
The opener was everything we could have asked for, and now this building stretched to capacity. Game 2 of the World Series between the Kansas City Royals and the Cincinnati Reds. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Cincinnati Reds.
A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, how about come out here and just swing for the trees? This is a great hitter's park, and you might need a big showing out of your offense to give them a chance to win. So this is the place to do it.
Sammy Vaccaro heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Left fielder, Sammy Vaccaro.
Now the first pitch of the night is looked at for ball one as we get underway right at 7:05 on the nose.
7:05.
And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. And we'll need to keep the hot chocolate flowing tonight. 42 degrees our game time temperature. In the dirt. It's 3-0 now. Showing some uncharacteristic wildness to start things out.
Yeah, 4-pitch walk.
I'll be right back. I gotta
the way you want
change
to
this
start out
controller.
against a club like this.
All right.
3-0 count. Here it comes. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
That remote is
Yeah,
so
just to
fucking...
get me over fastball, anything to avoid a 4-pitch walk to start the game.
No leadoff walk just yet as that finds the strike zone and the count comes full at 3-2. Swing and a little tapper. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Good job out there on the mound. Down in the count 3-0 to start this inning. He comes back to retire the guy on a ground ball.
Into the box now, Ian Desmond. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat, 1-0. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Well, some call Simmons a pitcher's umpire because he's been known to have a wide zone at times, but I think he evens it out, to be honest with you. Pretty fair overall.
And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, and it's tough enough to hit 95-plus mile-an-hour fastballs. That curve gives you something else to think about altogether.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. All even now, 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball.
Just finding a way to stay alive up there.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
He'll be disappointed with that at-bat, but potentially the saving grace might be that he got to see a lot of pitches here in the first inning, so he'll have a good idea of what's to come later on.
Michael Franco gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch of the at-bat. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
That evens it up 1-1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Sinker, and that's ruled strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Todd Frazier would be next. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Todd Frazier will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and fight guys somehow.
There's that circle change of his, but it's outside for ball 1. That's by him for strike 1.
Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Royals leave 1. Now it'll be the Reds' turn. No score. Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. What's this club need to focus on here this evening, Steve?
Well, I think you need to take advantage of balls up in the zone, and you could probably say that almost every day, but this is a great hitter's park. You get something to drive, they end up in the seats here.
Andrew Kashner is on the mound for game 2. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, in his last start, he went 6 innings. Didn't have a favorable outcome, ended up taking the loss, but he was relatively decent. We'll look to build on that here.
Everett Cabrera will stand in, coming off a great performance in the Game 1 victory.
And he really is the X factor in this lineup. If he can stay hot, they're going to have a good chance of pulling this thing out.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour, a ball and a strike.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Kashner sets his sights. 1-1 on its way. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Line to the right side, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
Well, that one looked like for all the world it was a sure single leading off the inning. It was certainly hit hard enough, but evidently it was hit a little too hard as it winds up getting flagged down, and that's just a tough break.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Inside corner called as strike 1 and 2. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Batting third.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks
He
the plane.
definitely went.
Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Edwin Encarnacion now, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Oh, how about Cano? He's out.
Oh, what a play.
Any questions as to why this guy's a Gold Glover? Didn't think so. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. Robinson Cano makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Robinson Cano.
First pitch on its way. Good setup, and the circle change hits the spot. 0-1. Oh, and 2 now as Cano comes up empty on that
And
one.
they had done that, man.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
And here's a swing and a miss by Cano as he's set down on strikes, and there's 1 away.
Well, some guys use the fastball to get to 2 strikes and then use something else to get you out. Not this guy. He works backwards here and winds up getting him with back-to-back fastballs in the end.
Andre Ethier will dig in now, and he was one of the bright spots offensively in the Game 1 defeat last time out.
Yeah, he did his part. He just needed a little more help.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses inside. 1-0. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Not close. It's 2-0. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
The fastball looks awfully sharp here early on. Sound sharp, too.
And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
He thought he had him right there. You can see him looking to home plate asking, where was that? High? You got to be kidding me.
Tom Noonan takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
1-0 pitch on the way. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Another 2-0 count here to begin an at-bat.
Once or twice is a pattern. More than that is a trend. And he's just not going to have much success if he keeps falling behind every hitter.
Smoke toward third. And he is in there. Throw gets him. 2 down.
I think these guys are pretty lucky just to get an out on this play. You see, they try to start the double play at second base. That doesn't work out, and they're pretty fortunate that the relay throw is in time to at least get the out at first.
Here's the left-handed hitting Dominic Brown as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. No score here as we play inning number 2. Up high. 2-1 now. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series as the Royals move out in front now 2-0.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Batting ninth, catcher, Hank Conger.
Here's Hank Conger. batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one.
Oh, it's so important to be able to strike first in a postseason game. Get that first run in, especially when you're the team playing on the road. Hopefully you can take a little life out of this big crowd.
Chop foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to put this one away. Good reactions there, and the inning is over. The Royals come up with a pair, however, on this two-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's 2-0 Kansas City. Corey Dickerson strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Right fielder, Corey Dickerson.
Swung on and hit in the air to left. Vaccaro giving chase. 1 out.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And standing in, trouble now in the person of Albert Pujols. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1.
Yeah, and in a good hitter's park like this one, it's going to be even more important than usual to keep that fastball down. That's right where he's got to be living.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
And he's tracking that all the way across the plate, but that had too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Bases are empty, one man out. Hard hit towards center. Ethier is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but it's one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Here's Mookie Betts. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Ranging back is Ethier. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run.
Yeah,
so
baby.
It's a solo shot to dead center. His first homer so far in the series. As the Reds are off to Schneid, it's now a 2-1 game.
Boy, this would have been one heck of a play out there in center field. You can see him tracking this ball. He's got it in his sights all the way. And he's not going to miss this by much. He nearly brought it back into the yard.
Batting 7th, third
Standing
baseman,
in now, Steven Sung. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. They've measured that last home run officially at 404 feet. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 2 out, nobody on. Now a ball hit sharply toward third. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. Around first, on his way to second now.
I'll tell you, this guy has been something else in these playoffs. I mean, when it matters most, he's come up aces more times than not. And he delivers once again here with a ringing double. Man, he's fun to watch.
So striding in, Derek Norris, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Cashner pauses. Here's the first pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Down the third baseline. Franco has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Reds get one of the runs back on this solo dinger. We've played 2, and this is now a 2-1 ball game. Sammy Vaccaro is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Don't know what he's waiting for there. It's 0-2.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Here's the shortstop, Ian Desmond. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
This is how you go about keeping your club in the game. Back-to-back strikeouts. But now, after scoring in that last half inning, you can start to sense that the momentum is starting to shift a bit.
Maikel Franco stands in as he looks at a called strike. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. KC down in order. They lead it 2-1. Gene Segura digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
One ball and one strike to the leadoff man here in the home third.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
And for as hard as he throws, he's not just a thrower out there. I mean, this is pinpoint accuracy with his fastball. He puts it right on the knees on the inside corner. Not a whole lot you're going to do with that pitch.
Stepping in now, Everett Cabrera. As he swings at the first pitch and lifts a fly ball out to left field. Vaccaro is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Left fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Charlie Blackmon in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. It wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. Hit sharply toward the right side, and he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Back with more postseason baseball in Game 2 after this. Todd Frazier will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Fans are reminded to stop by the Stadium store located on the main concourse to pick up all your World Series souvenirs. Whether you're looking for hats, shirts, jerseys, outerwear, we've got a full line of products to suit your needs. Be sure to stop by tonight.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Well, anytime you throw a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters you're facing, you're looking for trouble, but not so in this game. We're in the middle innings here, and he's still pitching well.
And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, pitching like this deserves another look through as we check out the last 4 batters on show track. Here he was striking out the side the previous inning, and he starts things off here with another one. That's 4 in a row now.
Robinson Cano is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
Oh, that is a nice pitch right there. You kind of slow it down and give him that big breaking ball to start off the at-bat. Make sure he's not a guy that's looking to ambush that first pitch fastball.
0-2 now as Cano comes up empty on that one. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
And on 0-2, I think you're better off trying to bounce that thing rather than leave it up. Even though that's high, it's a dangerous spot to miss.
Hit to short. Throw to first, and Cano's a ground out victim. 2 gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, Andre Ethier.
Andre Ethier will stride in. He walked and came around to score his first time. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. The pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
A strike, and it's 2-1. 2 runs on just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Royals. Well, the catcher wanted it down, and they got him to chase it for strike 2.
Well, if he's going to overcommit to pitches like that down in the zone, I'd keep throwing him until he proves he can lay off.
Still 2-2. Driven to right field and deep. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Royals go down 1-2-3. They still lead it 2-1. Leading off the inning, Edwin Encarnacion, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Cashner gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
The batter.
And this is when you know the stars are lined up in your favor as a hitter. I mean, look how bunched up he was on that swing, yet he still finds a way to muscle that to right for a double.
Corey Dickerson will get a chance now following the leadoff double.
And being a left-handed hitter, he'll at least have a chance to pull one on the ground. Get that tying run over to third base with just one out.
A fastball here as they'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
No one out with a runner at second. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
Oh, and even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
And on a night when the temperature is in the 40s, this one's going to sting for a while. No doubt about that.
Here's Albert now, as he'll hit a ground ball here to the right side. And that is into right field, a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Now batting, center fielder, Mookie.
So stepping in, Mookie Betts, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Boy, we're more than halfway through this game, and he's thrown a first pitch strike to 70% of the batters he's faced, so he's pitching very, very well right now.
Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. In to score from third is the tying run. It's now a 2-2 ball game. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Steven Sung, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, he's just flat out a better hitter from the left side. He's a switch hitter, but it's no secret. This is his favorite side to hit from.
A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. Runners are at first and second with one away. A little bouncer that rolls foul for strike one. Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. Vaccaro racing back out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, his first homer here in the series. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game.
And I tell you, what's impressive about this swing in this weather, when it's this cold, you really got to get a hold of one if you're going to take it the other way in this ballpark. That's pretty darn impressive right there.
The
Catcher Derek Norris is in.
Norris.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And, oh, he can't rein it in. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Noonan is up with it, and good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
And for a first baseman, if the most direct route is to just tag the guy, that's what you do. There's no sense in trying to throw it to your pitcher or your second baseman covering, especially if you don't have to.
Gene Segura gets another crack at it now. He took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
And he was absolutely frozen with a good fastball, so let's see if he's a little more aggressive on that pitch this time.
And he lays off there, 1-0. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Makeup call there?
Well, I don't know, but let's just say they're even.
Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Oh, nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Conger has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. We played 4. It's now a 5-2 lead for Cincinnati. Leading off the inning, Tom Noonan, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got.
Called a strike on the inside part of the plate, 2-1. Lays off the breaking pitch, and it's 3 balls and a strike.
You don't want to lose the leadoff hitter here. Not when you got this guy on deck.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Oh, and the last thing you want to do is give momentum right back after your guys just put together a huge inning. You can't start walking guys now.
Striding into the box, Dominic Brown. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
I can't imagine they're going to give him anything to hit this time around.
Here comes the first pitch. First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. We're in the fifth inning here. 5-2 is our score. In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance. The 2-0 pitch. Snap throw from the catcher, but he gets back in time. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Cabrera for one. On to Encarnacion, but it's too late to get them both. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the fifth. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Digging in, Hank Conger. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
And now the Reds are going to get the bullpen moving here, and it's a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing.
First pitch is a circle change for a called strike one.
2 runs on just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Royals.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
1-1, here it comes. And he's able to lay off here as it moves to 2-1 now on the Royal backstop. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Yeah, and on this pitch right here, you got to make up your mind just a little more quickly up there. This is a ball that you got to think about maybe taking to left field, but instead, his swing is just a little bit late. He pulls off a little bit, and now he's going to go sit down.
Sammy Vaccaro will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Here's the 0-1. Good curveball that time in the low 80s. 0-2.
That's a major league curveball there. Those take a while to get used to, believe me.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Trying to strike him out for the second time.
Yeah,
out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again.
You get me one.
0-2.
Right next to the
Looking
fridge.
for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Good job there to hold back as the count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes now to the Kansas City left fielder.
Oh!
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Betts has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for Kansas City. They trail 5-2. Everett Cabrera comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And, you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Noonan comes up with it, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Charlie Blackmon stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Now here's a fly ball, well hit. Ethier ranging back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Yeah, I think this was a changeup that just hung a little bit too much in the strike zone. Let's take another look at it here. Normally, you want this thing to sort of run out of steam and dip on its way out of the zone. But he starts this one up a little bit too high. And to be honest, he's pretty lucky that this one stayed in the ballpark.
Edwin Encarnacion is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Oh, good spot on the black for strike 2. And now the runner's trying for 3rd. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Now a look and a throw back to second. Back in standing. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the 2nd out.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated fastball with 2 strikes. Nothing much to it. He just says, this is just a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by.
Into the box now, Corey Dickerson, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
Even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Runner goes for 3rd. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
I don't know about this one. Not exactly an ideal situation to run. You've got a left-handed batter up there. You're not really gaining a whole lot with 2 away. So if you try to take 3rd in that situation, you darn sure better be safe.
Rounded down the 3rd baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's now 6-2.
That's a great example of one teammate picking up another there. After the guy before him struck out and couldn't drive the run in, he gets him off the hook here by knocking in the run with 2 away.
Now here comes Kansas City manager Ned Yost making that slow walk to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight.
Are we listening to Craig
take over here in
Buck
inning
Sauer
number 5
right now?
as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here.
Yeah.
Steps
Good
in
thing
to
I
try and
fucking
keep
said
things
so.
going now
Yeah.
with the runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy. And it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Chop
Sarah's
foul
all
over
like,
towards the dugout. A runner on first with 2 away.
Yeah, put it on mute.
And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning.
I knew it too. I'm like, is this what's
It's a
going
run
on right
2
now?
hits here for Cincinnati. 5 innings complete. It's the Reds 6 and the Royals 2. Ian Desmond will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just 1 hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
I should have been quiet, man. That would have been fucking hilarious.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. EK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, with the way that teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
No, Marcos is just being a dick.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Grounder down the line at 3rd. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Here's the pitch on 2-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And the 6th inning opens with a flyout, 1 away.
Third baseman, number 7.
Michael Franco will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Now he'll step off and rethink this.
No, I
Here
think
comes
we had
Brian
this
Price
conversation
now out of the
before,
Reds
too.
dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. He'll wind up lasting just one out into the 6th inning, but he'll leave with the lead and was effective in this one. Nate Jones will be the new pitcher.
Pitching for the Reds, number 65, Nate Jones.
Michael Franco will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Michael Franco.
First delivery to him on the way. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Hit hard up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
And you had to figure that sooner or later someone was going to do something at the plate. Now, that's just their second hit of the ball game, and it comes all the way in inning number 6. Offense has been almost non-existent so far.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention, I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Tap foul at home plate. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Runners on first with 1 down. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Now the question, do you send the guy on 3-2 with 1 out? You figure you're going to get something around the plate.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here.
Yeah. Good foul, what?
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, that's just your classic 0-2 changeup right there. And what he's trying to do there is to get that hitter's aggressiveness to work against him. And he just goes fishing in the dirt for a bad pitch and an easy punch-out.
Greg,
Here's
I have
Robbie
no idea
Cano
what the
now.
fuck you're saying.
As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1.
That thing's coming in there.
I'm sorry.
96 miles an hour.
Okay, Sarah.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Nest Cafe, is that what you're saying? I don't.
2 out with the man at first.
We get Nest quick, man.
In the dirt. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
You know, sometimes when you
Yeah,
come
yeah,
into the game, the mound on the
that's
field
our
is a little bit different than the one out there in the bullpen.
Yeah.
I don't know if that affected it
I know
at
what
all.
Nescafe is, yeah.
For him, but
it's made by
he hasn't
Nestle.
been in the game for all that long, and he's already in fourth the wild pitch.
Yeah.
This ball will be chopped foul.
A Nestle Crunch Bar, man.
Towards second. On to Encarnacion at first, and that ends
Yeah,
the inning.
they are good.
Royals leave one. They still trail here. It's 6-2.
No, I don't like white chocolate much. I like the regular chocolate one.
Mookie Betts will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. And now that Royals bullpen will get busy as we see both the southpaw and a right-hander get loose.
Yeah, you could say that. Reese's.
Too high, 1-0.
Ball one, no strike.
Everybody loves a Reese's. I like Reese's.
And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Betts is going to turn for second. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night.
And you know, I think we're starting to see, now that he's got some major league playing time under his belt, it's starting to come a little bit easier to him. He's starting to drive the ball, and he's starting to drive the ball with authority, too. And this is case in point as he winds up on second with a ringing double.
Steven Sung will stride in again as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the fourth inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Now a ball lined to the left side. Just foul. Ready with the 0-2. Squared that one up just a little late. A runner at second, nobody out. Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
And I think there's 2 ways you can kind of look at this hit by pitch. On the one hand, it's a little suspicious simply because these guys have scored so many runs already, but at the same time, at some point, you've got to put a stop to guys diving out over the plate. And this may be that time.
The catcher, Derek Norris, is in. Now a bunt attempt here. This is foul for the first strike. First and second here with nobody out. Sacrifice attempt here. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Oh, and with 2 guys on already, they couldn't afford to make this any worse, but they managed to do it here by somehow turning a clear sacrifice attempt into a bunt single. That could really come back to hurt.
Gene Segura will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips.
Well, not a great start at the plate. We'll see if he can get something to drive right here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike one.
You cannot let this situation get any worse. You got to be thinking strikeout or ground ball. Even if you allow one run to score in this inning, that would be a major victory.
Drilled down the line. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. One run scores. And not in time as the second run scores. Everett Cabrera will stand in. One of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Throw over to first, and he's back standing. First offering on its way. Segura runs, squares around, and drops down a good one. In to score is the runner from third. Now a 9-2 ball game. So credit him with an RBI as he really caught him by surprise there by dropping that down. Charlie Blackmon will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
And he'll get back in standing.
Just keeping an eye on him.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
3 runs already home here. Slapped hard the opposite way, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
You know, this is an easy ball to misjudge, especially off a left-hander's bat because of the spin. But he stays right with this play, and he makes it look pretty routine.
Edwin Encarnacion gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. In the dirt, and now let's see. But fortunately here, no advance. Now a spin and a throw back to second, and the runner back easily.
Keeping him close.
Now the 0-2 pitch. Now the double steal is on here. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. First and second now, 1 man out. Now the runners take off again. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw, and he'll be tagged out trying to steal third. And that just doesn't make much sense as the inning is over. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left. Andre Ethier is set to get us started for the late innings of this one. We'll move forward in this one and rejoin the action in the bottom of the 7th.
Leading off for the Reds,
Corey Dickerson steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
It's like, ooh, my mom's pussy, dude.
Belted high and deep into right center. Ethier ranging back. Gone! solo shot to right center. His first homer so far in the series as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
How's this for a welcome to the ball game? One pitch and see you later. Well, I've got a feeling that's not what the manager had in mind.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen.
Now batting. Designated hitter.
Here's Albert now. Yes, he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
Oh, man, if you're a pitching coach, you might want to update your resume after this performance. His guys have been brutal.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. No outs, nobody on. Bat explodes as this has popped up.
Wow, just a jam sandwich right there, and all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
A pause, and the 0-2. Hit sharply on the ground. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
Now batting.
Yeah, just couldn't put him away right there. You'll see the sequence. He's able to foul off 2 straight 0-2 pitches, and then finally he finds a pitch that he could do something with, and he's on board.
Now this is on the ground for Desmond. This could be 2. Cano for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Up next for Cincinnati, third baseman, Stephen Sung.
Steven Sung gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. He's set. Here it comes. Line drive to left. And another base hit for him. Now 3 for 3 in this one.
Well, he's homered, he's doubled, and now he adds a single to that total. He's left himself with the toughest leg of the cycle remaining, but he'll at least have a chance to pick up that 4th and final leg next time through the order.
The catcher, Derek Norris, is in as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. And gone. Umpires are signaling for a home run, but boy, that was very close. And now hold everything here. We're going to have a conference down that first base line, as there may be some discussion as to whether or not this was really a fair ball. And you can see the umpires pointing down the right field line. We may have a situation here where they'll need to go and review whether or not this was really a home run. And that's precisely what's going to happen, as we'll give you a look on our monitors here. All right, the video review seems over, and the home run is indeed going to stand, so the replay will uphold the original call, and that was a case of better safe than sorry.
The batter, number 2, shortstop,
Gene Segura standing in. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle. I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
Ready with the 0-1. Line toward right center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Boy, they are really sticking it to him right here. That's the fifth hit he's coughed up in this inning alone, and you got to believe that that leash is getting a little bit shorter with each passing batter.
Now in the box, Everett Cabrera. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And you know, guys, he's not quite as successful when he's batting left-handed in general. He tends to have more success from the other side.
Comes set, now the pitch. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Oh and 1, here it comes. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Now a ball sprayed fouled into the seats near third. Swing and a miss as it's dropped behind the plate. Up with it, Conger. And not what he wanted to do there, as now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. Charlie Blackmon gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. 2 down, runners at first and second. This is hit softly to third, but little trouble handling this one down there at third. Is that they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. Hank Conger will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Thinks he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence.
Time to jump ahead to the bottom of inning number 8 now.
Leading off for the Reds, first baseman, Edwin Encarnacion.
Edwin Encarnacion started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Comes set with the 0-1. There's a swing and a high fly ball out to left field. This ball's got a chance, and this one is gone.
And he must have had a big old country breakfast this morning, pal. Boy, oh boy.
So a solo home run for Edwin Encarnacion. His second home run of the series as the blowout continues.
Goodness, this is just the second pitch that's coming on, and I guarantee you he was not looking to put it there. This is right in the wheelhouse, and he just didn't miss that one.
Now batting, right fielder, Corey Dickerson.
Into the box, Corey Dickerson. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Brown posts under it. 1 away.
The batter, number 15, designated hitter, Albert Pujols.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's Albert now. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Line toward the alley in left center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
even though this ball gets to the wall, I think it's still the right decision to stay at first. The way this was shaping up, I'm not so sure he was going to make it, so they'll just hold on with a loud single.
Here's Mookie Betts. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Brown is going to get there to make the catch, and now they may have a shot at doubling the runner at first. On to first, and they get the double play. So 1 run. Great look there at nighttime in Cincinnati as we head to the 9th inning for this one. Michael Franco will stand in to start off the 9th here with his guys in danger of going down 2 games to none if they can't rally. Big stage here at the World Series. You want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Sometimes guys get caught up in the pressure of the World Series and their performance suffers, but he was obviously not rattled out there, and he came through in a big way.
Time for the ball.